Hey, what's going on? Aaron Chen here. Hope you're doing well. If you're watching this video right now, then you're probably somewhere online. You're doing some research on, business, how to stay motivated, how to make sure that you stay in the game and you don't quit, so that you can finally have success, right? So over the next few minutes, I'm going to be talking a little bit about some of the tricks and tips that I've used over the last 9 years to stay in business. Okay, I gotta, how I kept my head in the game, and how I got my head out of the gutter when I wasn't doing well and I wanted to quit. Right now, you can actually apply this to anything. It doesn't have to be business. Okay, it could be, just life in general, and how to stay motivated, and how to make sure that you have that thick skin and you keep going. Okay, so before I teach you those strategies, I just want to preface this a little bit and give you a little bit of the backstory, and I think this will help to motivate you a little bit. Okay, so for those of you who have never watched my videos before, I've actually been online for 9 years, right? So I started my online business about 9 years ago. This was back in 2009. Back then the internet was very, very young. Facebook wasn't even that big back then, right? So funny. I came online. Didn't really know what I was doing, did a lot of research, and over the years I basically got into a lot of different types of business models. I've tried affiliate marketing, I've tried network marketing, MLM, I've tried top tier sales, I've tried e-commerce, I've tried creating my own products, I've tried affiliate marketing, I've tried lots of different types of programs and products and business models, right? But it's always been online. Yeah, aside from my short little stint with MLM when I first got started in early 2009. And over those few years, I actually had, I had some successes here and there, right? I was able to figure some stuff out. But for the most part, I was just hitting brick wall after brick wall after brick wall, okay? If it wasn't my, social media accounts getting shut down, because I've had, a lot of my social media accounts shut down, not because I was trying to break the rules, but just because these networks, they're pretty sensitive about, the type of marketing that can go on their networks. And so, I would just, one day everything would be great, and then the next day I would wake up, come over, and my Facebook account was shut down, or my YouTube account was shut down, or my, my Google AdWords account got shut down, right? So many different things. And so there were so many times in my journey of building my business that I wanted to quit, because when you've been building something for like 6 months, 12 months, you've put in a lot of time, and the first 3 years of my business, I was basically full-time, right? Because I had quit my job, I had taken all my savings, and I said, I want to really give this thing a shot. So I literally worked from home for 3 years, and I was putting in 12, 13, 14-hour days sometimes, 6-7 days a week. I was really trying really hard to make it work, and that's why I was getting some results, because I was taking a lot of action, but I was also running into a lot of brick walls, right? So every time I put in all that time, and then I would wake up and, one of my social media accounts had been shut down, that was really depressing, and so there were so many times that I just wanted to, throw in the towel and say, man, this online thing, I'm sure it works, right? But it's just not for me, because I couldn't figure it out, and so I went from one business model to another business model to another business model, buying one product to another product, basically, chasing that shiny ball, right? Because you see something online and then you're like, oh, that looks good, that looks like that business model looks like it would work for me, so I'd go and try it, I'd try and build it, and then something would happen, okay? And then I'd see another shiny ball in the corner of my eye. It's like, ooh, that looks good, maybe I'm gonna go try that, right? And then I'd go try that for a while, right? And then it didn't really work. And so it was challenging, it was a tough journey. And I would say that there are quite a few things that I implemented strategically throughout the process. Initially I didn't, right? Because I didn't know what I was doing. But after a few years of doing this and doing lots of different things, trial and error, I figured out that there were certain things that I needed to do on a daily basis, or definitely on a regular basis, that kept me in the game. Okay, and this is something that a lot of people don't talk about, and the whole thing about having success online, or staying motivated, being successful, not quitting, that kind of thing, it has a lot to do with what's between your ears, right? So the 3 or 4 inches or whatever between your ears, 6 inches between your ears, that's the most important thing. It's your brain, you know, it's your mindset. It's what you feed yourself every day, okay? And so let's talk about some of those things and how you can implement this in your life, okay? The first thing that's very, very important is you have to think about the people that you have around you. Okay, so your income is going to be in direct proportion to the people, the 5 closest people that you hang out with on a daily basis. All right, so if you're hanging out with your best friends who may be great people, but maybe they have no idea about money, they don't want to be successful, they're very negative, you know, they're very naive, they tell you that they don't lift you up, instead they bring you down, and they tell you that you're not going to be successful, or that business model doesn't work, that thing is a scam, you know, what are you doing, don't try that, you know, who do you think you are? I mean, if you're getting comments like this, right, unfortunately sometimes it's the closest people to you that give you these kind of comments, right? So your best friends, your hometown friends, your parents, your brothers and sisters, right? Sometimes these people can be very, very bad for your success, okay? Look, they probably have, you know, they want the best for you, and it's because they're not successful themselves that they don't realize that actually by giving you this kind of advice, they're not really helping you, they're bringing you down, okay? And they're setting you up for failure, all right? So what you want to do is you don't want to cut them out of your lives, especially if they're your family and your really, really close friends, but definitely cut out what they say, maybe spend a little bit less time with them, okay? And surround yourself with people that have, you know, that have what you want, okay? Sorry, just one second. So what you want to do is you want to surround yourself with, first of all, people that have had lots of success, okay? You may have heard this before, but it's so true. You want to surround yourself with positive people, with people that have earned, you know, 6 figures, 7 figures, 8 figures a year, people who really, really know what they're doing, right? And by having these kind of close relationships, you know, you can join masterminds. That's one of the ways to do it. So if you don't have people, you know, that you know around you that you know have earned 6 or 7 figures, right, a year, you can definitely join masterminds and join groups where there are people that have done this, and this is how you start to feed off these people, get ideas, and get motivated, okay? So if you're hanging around poor people all the time, chances are you're gonna end up poor, okay? That's a really harsh way of saying it, but it's true, okay? If all your best friends are poor, you're probably going to end up poor, all right? So you need to think about who you're spending your time with, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is you can't listen to negativity, okay, which is kind of like the first point, okay? You've got to have very, very thick skin, okay? When it comes to entrepreneurship, when it comes to building a business, you just can't let words affect you, okay? And this is not just about the people that you hang out with, it's also about when you are creating marketing content, right? So let's just say you start to create YouTube videos and, you know, I don't know, Facebook Lives, and you're writing articles and you're getting it out to the market, and maybe somebody doesn't like your content and they give you like a thumbs down, or maybe they write you like a nasty comment like, oh, I don't like your stuff or whatever. You can't let haters get to you, okay? And the funny thing is that, you know, on YouTube, right, because I like to do a lot of my content on YouTube, and this is really funny because I think I came up with a video very recently, but I spoke about this, and no matter how amazingly good your content is, right, there will always be people that will hate your stuff, okay? Why? Because people are just haters, right? People like to troll, people like to hate, and people are just jealous of your success, right? So the more successful you become, the more haters you're gonna get, okay? And that's just a fact of life, right? If you look at some of the biggest entrepreneurs out there, okay? People like Anthony Robbins, people like Gary Vaynerchuk, yeah? People like Mark Cuban, trust me, on their social media, I promise you they've got a lot of haters, okay? But here's the thing that is cool about being successful, okay? Is that for every 1 hater, you will have 5 people that love your stuff, okay? So if you have a lot of people that like your stuff, then you'll have quite a few people that hate your stuff too, okay? But that's okay, because the people that hate your stuff, they're not your target audience. They're just people that are trolling you anyway, all right? So the point I'm trying to make here is that you've just got to have really thick skin. Okay, don't worry about negative comments, don't worry about negative feedback. Just keep doing your thing, just keep going out there, keep trying to market hard, keep trying to give good content, and eventually you're going to create a tribe of people that love your stuff, okay, and will eventually buy from you. That's how it works. Okay, so that's how you stay in the game, that's how you stay motivated, by really just having thick skin and not worrying about what people think. It's a psychological game. Okay, it's all up here. Because the truth is that if you decide to quit, right, then you're never gonna have success, right? But if you don't even give yourself that opportunity to quit, then you're gonna be in the game so long that just by probability, you're going to have a little bit of success at least. Okay, does that make sense, right? Okay, cool. So the third thing that I use is I read lots of books, okay? You know, all successful people read tons of books. I think people that, a lot of the billionaires, they read a ton of books. I think they finish like, I don't know, 5 to 10 books a month, something ridiculous like that, okay? I don't finish that many books, right? But I force myself to read a lot more than I ever did before, okay? Reading is not something that comes naturally to me. In fact, a lot of the time it makes me a little bit sleepy and it makes me a little bit tired. But over the years, as I've sort of developed this habit, right, every time I'm feeling down, what I do is I do a little bit of research on the best business books out there, the best motivational books, the best self-help books, and then I go to the bookshop and I actually physically buy physical books, okay? I don't like online PDFs or, using Kindle or any of that stuff. I like physical books that I can touch and turn the pages and take a highlighter and highlight the insides and dog-ear the pages and all that stuff, right? Because books are meant to be read, okay? They're meant to be destroyed, yeah? They're meant to be used. And some of the most amazing books out there are books like The 4-Hour Workweek by Timothy Ferriss. That's one of my favorites. Secrets to the Millionaire Mind by T. Harv Eker. The 10X Rule. There's so many good ones, right? Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, that's a classic. It's so old. I read that book when I was 15 or 16 years old, but it is still such a good book, right? And the thing about these books is they might not always give you a lot of strategy, okay? But they will probably give you 1 or 2 ideas that can actually propel your business to the next level, okay? Either that, or they will get you so motivated that it will get you pumped up and you will want to work on your business straight away after that, okay? And that's actually what I use it for, okay? I don't necessarily use reading to give me ideas on my business, because it depends on the books that you read, you see? So if you get like a self-help book, like T. Harv Eker's Secrets to the Millionaire Mind, right? It's all about wealth generation and the power of attraction, okay? And which is great, by the way. It's about getting your head in the right mindset so that you can attract a lot of wealth and money towards you. Now, it's not going to give you business strategies on how to grow your online business or whatever business you're trying to build, right? But what it will do is it will get you so pumped up that you feel invincible, all right? And you're ready to go at your business no matter what happened the day before, okay? So even if you had your Facebook account shut down or your YouTube account shut down, you're gonna be pumped and you're gonna be, ready to go. And this is the reason why reading is so important, okay? Strategy number 4 that I use is I actually use social media to keep myself motivated, okay? So I don't mean, going on Facebook and spending like 5 or 10 hours on Facebook doing nothing and reading junk, because I actually don't do that at all. But what I do is I will have, okay, the platforms that I like the most are YouTube and Instagram, big time. Okay, Instagram is my favorite because the cool thing about Instagram is it's highly curated stuff, okay? Because if you don't have Instagram, first of all, go and create a free Instagram account, because you've got to be on Instagram, okay? And the second thing about it is that all you have to do is like people within your industry that can keep you motivated, right? So I follow a lot of motivational channels and business leader channels. So people like Gary Vaynerchuk, for example, who always comes up with good content, right? And what I do is I get a lot of these like business quotes and motivational quotes, and you would be surprised how effective reading like 2, 3, 4 or 5 motivational quotes a day just on your phone as you're scrolling through your Instagram content. You'd be surprised how much of an effect that has on your mindset. It's incredible. I know it sounds really, really silly right now, but when I'm in the gym, right, so I go to the gym regularly, in between my sets, when I have like 1 or 2 minutes, I'm resting, I'm about to do another set. Sorry guys, last hole here. So when I'm like, you know, I'm about to do another set and I'm waiting, I'll literally just open Instagram, I'll scroll through my posts, and I'll get these motivational quotes and stuff like that. And seriously, some of these stuff, some of the quotes are just, they're amazing, right? And they trigger different parts of your brain that releases, I think it releases endorphins, okay? And it makes you feel really good, okay? And it actually makes you really feel really good about yourself. That's the funny thing, right? And so if you're doing these kinds of things on a consistent basis every single day, it doesn't matter how bad a day you have, because this kind of stuff picks you back up instantly, okay? And so, you know, reading books and subscribing to the right channels on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, this is the stuff that has kept me in line. It's kept me going. Okay, and every time I wanted to quit and I thought that, you know, this thing isn't for me, it would be these things that would remind me why I'm going through all this heartache and hard work and sweat, blood and tears in the first place, right? Because the truth is, guys, is that being successful or building success, you know, trying to create a 6 or 7 or 8 figure income is not easy, okay? All right, think about it this way, right? If you start to create 6 figures a year, okay, do you know that you're in the 1% of income earners around the entire world? I mean, think about that for a second. That means that if you make 6 figures, like US dollars, 6 figures a year, right, you are earning more money than 99% of people on planet Earth. Okay, let that sink in for a while. So if you're earning 99% more money than if you're earning more money than 99% of people on the whole planet Earth, that can't be easy, okay? Because if it was easy, everyone would be doing it, right? Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So if it's not easy, it means that you're gonna have to work at it pretty hard, okay? And you're gonna have to stay the course, and you're gonna have to have thick skin, and you're gonna have to surround yourself with the right people, and you're gonna have to stay motivated, stay self-motivated, because the entrepreneurial journey is a lonely one, okay? And when you have those successes and when you have those failures, the only person that's feeling those feelings are you, okay? Because you're building your business yourself. Nobody else really knows the pain that you're going through, okay? And so it is important to be strong, and it's important to keep going, and it's all about, you know, what's up here, okay? How do you keep yourself motivated, and how do you keep yourself mentally strong, right? It's not an easy thing, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy. I mean, even myself, I consider myself a pretty resilient person, right? But even then, over the last 9 years, I've wanted to quit, you know, like 20 times, more than 20 times, okay? But I didn't, and that's why I finally had success at the end. It's incredible, okay? And I'm so glad that I didn't quit. You know, even though it did take me 8 years to figure this stuff out, you know, I'm so glad I didn't quit, because if I did, then everything that I had worked so hard for, it never would have happened at the end of the day, okay? So this is the same for you, all right? So if you're looking for a way to stay motivated, if, you know, you're building a business maybe and you're not really having success, and you're trying to figure out, you know, how do I, you know, make this thing work, please understand that a big part of it is about staying in the game. Okay, it's about staying in the game. It's about taking action. It's about not quitting, and you know, it's to keep going so that you finally figure out exactly how to do it. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So let me know in the comments below what you thought. All right, does this stuff make sense? You know, does this help you to you know, feel a little bit jacked up right now, and now you're ready to go? Okay, because I hope that this video was able to inspire you and motivate you to keep going. All right, because again, it's not easy. Because if it was easy, everyone would do it, right? All your friends and family would be millionaires, right? If it was that easy, yeah? But it's not, okay? That's why it's so worth doing, okay? And that's why you can't stop. So let me know in the comments below what you thought. Let me know in the comments below if you're gonna try any of these strategies, okay, to keep you motivated, to keep you in the game. Give me a thumbs up if you got some value from this video today. Please subscribe to my channel. Just hit the red button below. If this, you know, if you got some value from this and you want to get more stuff like this, you know, on a regular basis, because I'm always coming out with videos every single week, okay? Also, if you want to spend a bit more time with me and you want to learn this stuff, okay, so if you want to learn internet marketing, if you want to learn how to build a business online, if you want to see how I did it, how I took 8 years of failure and turned it into 1.5 years of really big success, I want to show you how to do that, okay, if that's what you want to do, right? No pressure. If you do, you can click the link right below this video. There's a little link right there. It's gonna lead you to my website. Go ahead and enter your email address, and you're gonna, I'm gonna open up the curtain, show you all the stuff that I'm doing in the background, and all the stuff that has really made a huge impact in my life, and I'm hoping that it'll make a huge impact in yours as well. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video today, and I will speak to you very soon in another video. Have a great day. Take care.